Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Finally, I've been working all week and haven't been able to get much done in the Preset Madness series, but here we go. I'm finally back. And we're going to look at this head tri-edit elf ears. And it says it changes the shape of every race's head and gives human races various elvenish ear shapes. Shouldn't affect NPCs as far as I'm aware. Wouldn't be possible without R246's presets, which I used as the basis for this thing. Works similarly to their presets, but probably not compatible. Concept should work with this, not tested though. Now, I'm going to say that probably now, regardless of whether it would have in the past, probably now the two probably would not work together. And I think, because I had to restart this, I was all over the place. It wasn't any good, so I had to restart this. So I've already looked at some of these presets from the head tri-edit, and definitely based on R246's work. And there are a few issues that you will see that I'll try to show you as we go through. But this says it changes the shape of every race's head and gives human races various elvenish ear shapes. Now, I don't know about changing the shape of every race's head, so we're really going to have to look at everything and see how much this affects. And I can show you what issues I noticed when I was trying this previously, and just failed horribly and just blah, you know. So if I mess up really bad this time, I will try not to just throw everything away and start over. We'll just try to keep going. Anyway, so here we go. We have the Nord guy that always comes up, right? You know what? Let's do me a favor. Let's just go down to the Wood Elves. Now, first of all, he said every races, but I think he just meant all the female races. Okay, and even then, I don't know if he meant every race, okay? But we're going to find out. Let's try the girls here and see. I don't see any difference in this male. Matter of fact, you know what? Maybe we should check the males out first real fast. Give me just a moment. I apologize for being kind of whatever, crazy on you, but see his ears? His ears look... I think his ears and his head look fairly normal. Little squinty on that guy. I wouldn't say this... I don't know if this is... I wouldn't know how much has changed here, I guess. I guess if you compare this with the vanilla presets, maybe there are some differences. Yeah, okay. So maybe there are. It's been a while. I mean, I looked at them, you know, the other day, but I've slept since then, you know. So it's hard for me to remember everything all the time. So, alright, so she looks fairly normal. I don't see a big difference here. Their ears all look basically the same. Oh, okay, see, that kind of eye issue, I think, is caused by a change that the R246 mod makes, because they have mentioned this type of issue to me before, to all of us actually, if you read their descriptions. But specifically mentioned it to me, and I hadn't really paid that much attention because I don't use a lot of these presets, so I hadn't noticed. But then I started paying attention and thinking about what had been said, and it made more sense. Anyway, I don't see a big deal there. Now here, I do see that the Red Guard girls have elf ears. What about the guys? Did they add the guys' elf ears? No, the guys are normal. Matter of fact, I think these are the usual... Well, I think these are the usual presets for Red Guards, aren't they? Look pretty good, pretty normal. Pretty standard, I think, is probably the word I'm searching for. So let's see the girls again. So they have... Now see, you can see, like, she looks mainly okay, but I think that's an R246 face. But this one, you can see some droop eye and stuff. And that one looks better. That one looks good. Again, with the ears. I don't get those ears, but whatever. And then, I can't tell. I think the paint job is throwing me off on that. And that's got the droop eye. Not extreme. I've seen worse. That's got the droop eye. Grandma does there. Now that one, I don't think that one does. Unless the paint job again is messing me up. That one's got the droop eye stuff going on. And that one definitely has the problem. I've seen worse, but still, that's pretty bad. Alright, so when they say it's based off R246s, I believe them because, let's see, what's the thing? I may say this wrong, so maybe I just shouldn't bother. Something is changed for tilt, and I forget what it is. So, nonetheless, I'm not going to mess with the eyes because I would just mess them all up. Let's see, orcs. I don't think orcs matter. Did they give orcs elfish ears? Did they really? Didn't the orcs already have their own ear? Yeah, I don't think they needed a change, did they? I mean, orcs are supposed to be, well, depending on which lore you follow, they're supposed to be corrupted elves anyway, so I don't know that it would be necessary. And they don't look like they've been messed with too bad. I don't usually play orcs, so now up to the Nord, and you definitely see that's, you know, that's good. She might have a little eye issue. Hard to say. She does have a little eye issue. Yeah. The paint job is messing me up there. I can't tell. I think that one's okay. Not sure about that one. That one's kind of scary looking anyway. And then, yeah. Alright, so those are the Nords. They do have the elf ears. I don't think this is going to affect the cats at all, so I'm really not going to bother. I said the human. I really think they meant the human races. But you just, if you see some of these presets, you'll see that the eye is drooping down the wrong way. The outside corner of the eye is down below, you know, which gives it a weird droop eye. I don't know any other way to describe that. They don't all have that, but some have that. And actually, these faces also look a little off on the eye, don't they? Some of these on the Imperials. Maybe it's just me. You can tell me what you think, but these don't look... Now, I would say these, at least at first, don't look like the R246 presets to me. These look more like vanilla presets that have been messed with. Alright, moving on. I imagine the High Elves and the other Elves are going to look the same. He did say the modder did say that they changed all the races' heads, but I don't think so. Now, you're going to notice some difference because I'm still using my textures, okay? I have turned a whole bunch of stuff off, but I did not turn off my textures. And my textures, the beauties of Skyrim and the, the tempers smooth for males, those probably make a significant appearance difference. So if you think my characters look different than yours, you are probably correct unless you use the exact same textures I do. Just saying, that's the way it seems to work. You know, maybe, I don't know. Maybe these guys are vanilla or vanilla-ish. I don't know. I don't pay enough attention to the presets, but I'm going to show them to you, and then you can decide what you think. Because they said they changed all races. I didn't see that. And I don't see a difference in these. I know I'm clipping through these pretty fast, but I don't see a difference in these. These look pretty standard. So let's check the Dark Elf real quick. I think they're going to look pretty standard too. That one looks like it has a problem, maybe an eye problem. Yeah, that one too. Not all of them, but some of them. Interesting. Do we need to look at the guys? I don't know that we're going to see any difference, because I'm not seeing any difference in these. These mainly look basically the same. Now the Bretons, let's see. These guys look... And notice I say mainly the same. I don't see huge differences. Yeah, I'm just not getting those ears. Now these look more like vanilla presets for Bretons with those ears added. These do not look like R246's presets to me. Though they did not suffer as much droop eye as some of the others, and this face in particular looks kind of strange. Well, whatever. Nonetheless, you see some droop eye on some of these. Not severe, I guess, but it's noticeable since I know what I'm looking for now. She might be basically okay. Still, these do not look like R246's presets to me. Now the Argonians, I mean, I don't know. How would I even know the difference if you change the Argonian's head? You'd have to do something pretty significant for me to even notice the difference. And I am not trying to be mean, it's just a fact. Lizards just look like lizards, and unless you play with these a lot, you wouldn't notice much difference, probably. I was making a lizard one time, and I was going to call him Gollum, but I did that for a short while, and I was just going to have him live in a cave and never do anything on purpose, but that turned out to be boring. If you're not getting out and doing something, then the game starts becoming uninteresting. So that was an idea that didn't work. It was a fail. Alright, so I think we've looked at enough for this. The only real face that was really nice was the first Nord girl. Or, you know, with everything all together. I probably shouldn't have said that quite the way I said it, but the first Nord girl here that went, well, not you. Her face actually looks good, and her ears are weird, but somehow acceptable, not great. I mean, I would probably never use this mod personally. That's just me, a subjective choice. You can always do whatever you want. Maybe you would never play with everybody at full weight. I do that with the guys. I make them big and muscly, and I do the girls too. So whatever, you know, it's up to you. Whatever you like. But you could tone that down if you wanted. It wouldn't make any difference to me. So I'm gonna say we're done with this girl, and we're just gonna leave her as prisoner, and we're gonna ignore all that stuff. Give you an idea of what the elf looks like here, or the Nord elf, we'll call her. Now, I think she looks okay. Now, remember, a lot of this is vanilla. I didn't even give her a KS hairdo. I guess that was mean of me, but nonetheless, I didn't think about it. I'll show you the mod that we were looking at here. I'm not sure this mod really does what it claims, but then again, there's not enough description there for me to totally say it doesn't. I mean, maybe the modder did go through and change some of all the faces for every race. I wouldn't know. If you went in and changed some of the cats, unless you make a drastic change, and actually I don't play the cats enough to even notice, I probably wouldn't notice. And the same with some of the others. You could go in and make some slight changes and I might not ever notice it because I just don't pay that much attention. I have certain things I do and certain things I tend to use, and that's what I use. That's it. So anyway, this has been the head try edit. Hopefully I didn't go on too long. We've got a lot more of these to try out, so I've got to shut this down and unload this and do a reset and all that good stuff. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.